Hello.
Outbound training also we have. And we have operations not only in India but also in other countries too. We have Kuwait, Muscat, Oman, Singapore, Malaysia, and recently we have extended to Sri Lanka and Nepal too. We have a client base over there. We have two offices in Coimbatore. One is in Gandhipuram. This is the basic infrastructure what we have, and the second one we have it in Gandhipuram. Sorry, Saranambati. Coming to the core topic now, and we may think that business intelligence is seen by most of the software solution, like the packages what we have. People may think that it's like a software solution, which is designed primarily to publish data and executive dashboards and management reports. But this is just like the top of the iceberg, what you are going to see it. So business intelligence, something deep rooted. This is a limited view, as I already told you, the business intelligence and the misconception of a full value of true business intelligence. So it's more than just reporting tools that regularly present data to decision makers. So business intelligence is a broad.
ஹலோ டி ரொனால்ட் சொல்றா. என்னடா என்ன? கொடுத்துருக்குல, அப்போ சரி, அப்போ வந்து திரும்பி இந்த மீட்டில் ஜாயின் பண்ணது வந்துடும். அதெல்லாம் விடுறா, நீ வெளியே வந்து கூகுள் மீட் இப்போ நீ லிங்க் ஒன்று அனுப்பிச்சிருக்காங்கல்ல, அந்த லிங்க்குள்ளே போடா. டேய், நீ முதல்ல அந்த குரூப்பில் சேர்ந்துட்டியா, பிஸ்னஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ் குரூப்பில்? அதில் அதில் போய் இப்போ குடுறா, ரிஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணிட்டீல? ஆமாம், அந்த குரூப்பில் மீட்டில் இப்போ அனுப்பிச்சுட்ருப்பாங்க பாருடா, போய் கொடு. அதான் போய் குடுடா, சீக்கிரம் குடுறா, எனக்கு கிளாஸ் போயிட்டு இருக்குதுடா.
Because when you keep anything idle, okay, that's going to pinch your cash flow. And develop a performance-oriented culture throughout an organization. This is also a very important thing. With the help of business intelligence, you can fix the roles and responsibility level. Okay, we'll specifically mention if any person, any supervisor is there, what is his roles and responsibility. So it will be talking about the performance-oriented culture. So you have to do, you must do activities. We used to say must do activities. When Japanese used to say must to do. It's not like a responsibility assigned, like a must to do. Likewise, here also in case of business intelligence, okay, here you'll have an opportunity, you'll have an option to develop performance-oriented culture. And you take any organization which will be primarily focused on the profit earning ability. So how much profit you have current year, how are going to sustain with the sufficient cushioning on it. If you have 100 crore profit next year, you must at least have 100, 120, 130. So likewise, the business intelligence also drives an organization profitability, the commercial segments. Again, you'll be knowing it, the quality we have discussed about the Japanese strategy, how they never compromise on the quality. Yeah, likewise, the business intelligence also help the people, help the firm to improve their service to internal customers, and also helps reduce the cost of providing those services. Because nowadays, the cost reduction techniques are, cost reduction techniques or cost reduction strategies very much needed for it. Even after the COVID-19 impact, many companies go for cost reduction strategies. Again, you cannot, while you are going for a cost reduction, you cannot compromise on customer services as well as the internal quality elements what we have. So you must be in a position to balance it. Yes, business intelligence will help you and enables on unbiased assessment of the strength and weakness. Whenever you have any appraisal of any human being in your organization, that impersonal bias will kill the assessment. You'll have something predetermined in your mind, so which is known as which is predetermined the thing in your, okay, that's called bias. One person may be a good person, but my mind may be saying it, okay, he's a bad guy. So whenever I'm doing any assessment, that I'm automatically, okay, my assessment is going to be wrong. So again, it enables unbiased assessment. And based on its own performance data, it will not go for every time, it's not going to start fresh. It will be having a tracking, as I did told you, what the data you had it yesterday, what you have today, everything will be taken into account systematically. That will be used for analysis. And business intelligence also provide an organization with the ability to assess performance in key areas. The key areas, for everything will have some goal. And you'll be considering the actual thing. You'll identify the variance. Variance is nothing but the deviation. The deviation may be a positive or a negative. So, say for example, your target is 10 units to be produced in an hour. Suppose if you are able to manufacture 10, good, you are able to meet out the goal. If the 10, you are able to meet out 15, okay, extraordinary. If 10, you are able to achieve only 5 or 6, there is a problem. The variance, you have to identify it. So, this is also one of the basic things. You'll have a continuous track control over the entire manufacturing segment too. And it also helps to maintain the quality and consistency in product and services. I'll give you a very simple thing. It's the business intelligence now employed in pharmaceutical industry where you'll get the medicines, the pills, tablets, intravenous drugs, and everything. So here, two elements. If you take one tablet pill, that will be the quality of such tablet will be measured with the help of two variables. One is bulk purity, another one is content uniformity. So bulk purity as well as content uniformity. Now the business intelligence is helping the people to measure, to have a bulk purity as well as content uniformity. Bulk purity, I'll say you a very simple thing. Even Cipla Limited is going for the same kind of thing. Cipla, the pharmaceutical giant, one of the biggest company in India, which is having operations, a multinational company from India, making operations throughout the world. Almost they are serving for 112 countries in the world. So they have also adapted for business intelligence. Bulk purity is nothing but, say, for example, if you manufacture 10 lakh tablets on a particular medicine, say, for example, ciprofloxacin, what you are taking it for your fever. So their brand is Ciplox. So the first tablet, what the medicine content is there, ciprofloxacin, the same should find it in 50th tablet, 100 or 1 lakh tablet. All tablets, the pills must have the same drug content. That's known as bulk purity. As well as the bulk purity and content uniformity, it's usually 95 to 105. Quality aspects, the content uniformity should be 95 to 105. Say, for example, if you take a tablet, so the drug component may be varying from 95 to 100. So if you take index as 100, medicine may be 95 to 105. So if it is going below 95, so there is a quality problem. So you should maintain it. So if Cipla is able to maintain 98.5% to 102.5, so they're very close to the quality. So that's why I'm telling you the business intelligence is not a theoretical concept, which is having a practical applicability. The many industries, they started using and getting a lot of benefits out of it. And also empowers the organizations to stay on par with ahead of the competition by providing a meaningful insight into the performance and opportunities. And one word we used to say continuous improvement. Even in education institution, when you go for NAC or some other accreditation body, we used to talk about the continuous improvement. So how much score you got it? Say last time you got 3.36. This time you got 3.48. And if you got 3.5 and above, you'll be getting A++. If you're getting even 3.48, you'll be getting A+. Likewise, the continuous improvement also possible with the help of business intelligence. So there is no hard and fast rule. If you take business intelligence, you can define and redefine your strategy. You can create a performance-oriented culture within the organization, and you can ensure the good profit-earning ability by providing better services without compromising on the quality. And very importantly, you can make an assessment for your own performance. These are the possible outcomes, what you're going to get from the business intelligence. And one thing you should keep in your mind, apart from the key elements, what type of thing we're going to get it out of it, the key advantages which are clubbed with business intelligence. Any business that's for a profit, that's for earning a revenue, to strengthen their market share. So all the stories will talk about the revenue generation. So business intelligence also assisting to improve the revenues. Now the most popular objective enterprises reporting, dashboards is very popular now. Data integration, collecting of data, making integration, advanced visualization, and end user and self-service are the most strategic business initiative. Business intelligence initiative underway in enterprise today. And apart from that, operations. When it may be a supply chain or a banking, or they have a lot of operations within them. Maybe real-time gross settlement system and executive management, finance. Yes, of course. Now the cloud funding. You take anything wherever. You can utilize the business intelligence, even carbon finance and sales and marketing. I think it's of course starting from the market survey and estimating, predicting the market trend, sales, All the things, the customers, the taste preferences, and everything can be measured with the help of business intelligence. They are giving lot of input to the organization to grow. And tech companies, particularly those who are using the technology, modern technology, okay, operates and sales teams are most effective in driving business intelligence adoption across industries, right? With advertising driven the adoption across marketing. So there is no hard and fast. You can utilize it in operations, core manufacturing. You can utilize the business intelligence. Okay, they have excellent feasibility in finance, marketing, HR, all the segments. Irrespective of specialization, we have their utilization in many segments. This is the functions driving business intelligence by industry. Okay, where you can apply because this is also one of the emerging area. If any students or any research scholars are there, this is going to be one of the fantastic opportunities where you can write plenty of articles, research articles one side, and you can choose your research based on the business intelligence. Because India is a little bit slow in adapting to the business intelligence and other thing. Because even just now we are talking about the curriculum for designing a business intelligence, whereas in other countries, Japan, Korea, Germany, and other people already started getting a lot of benefits out of implementing the business intelligence and other things. See, now, as I already told you, okay, it's having a core segments into the manufacturing, operations, executive management, finance, sales, information technology, yes, right from database management system, okay, up to the artificial intelligence, okay, even business intelligence and other thing, data analytics, all those things, everything based on information, marketing strategy, strategic planning function. Say, for example, you may have some manufacturing, you may have manufacturing setup to manufacture a particular product. So for that, there are four components you are manufacturing. So four components, when you assemble, you are getting a finished product. Suppose one particular component is quite expensive for manufacturing. So for that, you can go for buy it in open market. 3 components you can manufacture. 1 you can buy it from the outside. That's known as make or buy decisions. There's also a part of it, make or buy decisions. There are plenty of other strategies also available. So strategic planning function is also possible with the help of business intelligence. Competency center of excellence. One example I can tell you, because since the topic is something related to the practical side, the competency center, a center of excellence. I'll give you a simple example of GE, General Electric. A company which is manufacturing aircraft engines, pin to plane, you can say pin to plane. So they have established a center of excellence in different countries earlier. Now, first in kind, the center of excellence that was established in India a couple of years back. What the advantages in getting any kind of services rendered, any technical products manufactured by GE, so they'll have a connectivity with the center of excellence. So center of excellence will take the product or service to the next level. Quality elements and identifying the researchers, particularly the scientists. Say for example, why they have established in India? Again, cost-effective measures. If you hire one Indian scientist, suppose you are hiring one Indian scientist for a G Center of Excellence office at Canada, so you may be paying 5 to 10 lakhs. Whereas the same scientist, if you're going to use him in India, maybe the cost may be 1 to 2 lakhs. So we're able to save 50 to 60% of the cost. The Center of Excellence is again one of the concepts where all technical input will be having a centralized control over there. So all advisory services, market surveys, customer taste and preferences, and what is expected from the suppliers, what kind of thing, what kind of technology change is taking place in the world, what kind of new technology adoption is coming to a particular segment, all those things will be monitored by the Center of Excellence. So this is also one of the emerging area which help many businesses by implementing business intelligence. Of course, research and development plays a major role because any product or a service for sustaining the existing business or to increase the go for a newer markets or expanding the geographical area for a product, you need a research and development. So research and development is required to add some attributes, benefit attributes to the existing product, value addition and other things. So in it. Of course, human resources, which is said be a powerful. So I think the business functions driving business intelligence. Okay, here you are able to see only a few things which is having a direct connectivity to the thing. Okay. And when you're talking about the business intelligence, you must know about the business intelligence tools too. Okay. So why people are using the tools, business intelligence tools? The tools are nothing but software used to gather, process, analyze, and visualize large volume of past, current, and future data. I think you'll get a clear idea about the very generic information given over here. So the business intelligence tools are types of software used to gather, process, analyze, and visualize large volume of past, current, and future data. And one example, I'll come to the software, which are the things available and other things. And before going for it, say for example, when you say integrated manufacturing system, okay, or you can say the SAP has come out with the thing. So we used to say SAP is to be one of the major Chinese software. Okay, this is tailor-made enterprise resource planning, which will help the company to plan from the scratch level. SAP, the first in kind, the world popular enterprise resource planning software. I think ERP package we used to say. ERP package usually they'll be having static packages. Even Satyam computers. Okay, the SIFI. Okay, SIFI. That's a software they dropped it ERP. Okay, that's called Forum. FORUM. So Forum is the ERP software packages launched by Satyam Computers. Because of some crisis in certain computers, they were not in a position to prolong. Otherwise, okay, it might have become very popular in third world countries, developing countries. Because compared with the SAP SAP, the software package cost is very, very minimal. Okay, it's unimaginable. It's only 10% of what you are spending in for a SAP. If you spend 100 crore for implementation, so here only with a 10 crore you can do all the things. So tailor-made enterprise resource planning package is SAP. So they'll be checking the viability before implementing and other thing. Likewise, also the BI tools are very useful. Okay, to consider to process the past, current, and future data. So here, one thing you have to look into that: why people are going for all utilizing business intelligence tools. One, you want to know what is going to happen, what is happening, what was happened previous days, yesterday. What is happening now, what is going to happen in the future. So this we used to say business inverting, business prediction. Okay, all those things are possible with the help of BI tools. And again, you can create interactive reports also. You can make interactive reports, gathering the information from various sources at the group level itself. And once you have the control over the integrated mechanism, okay, either to collect the data or to get the input for it, automatically the decision-making process is also becoming very easy for you. So here you'll have an integrated connectivity, okay, mobilizing, we used to say pooling, okay, we used to say pooling, okay. So that's also even cloud, okay, we used to do a pooling, okay. So if you want to go for a cloud finance, okay, you'll be mobilizing thing. So likewise here you can say the pooling. So you can go for a pooling decision is also possible. So again, the BI tools, they are having a key features such as data visualization. You can visualize the data in any dimension, okay, any dimension. And visual analytics you can make. Earlier we find one diagram which has given a fantastic visual impact on it. An interactive dashboard also, you can interact with it and you can know about the KPI scorecard, okay, all those things, okay. Because the key performance segments are said to be a much more needed one. And additionally, enable the users to apply the automated reporting and the predictive analytics feature based on the self-service. This is also possible. Okay, you can get utilize automated reporting. Suppose if you want to get a reporting, daily reporting to your mobile, or you want to get it on your email, okay, it's possible. Suppose entire factory is having 1,000+ employees, they manufacturing, core manufacturing. But at the end of the day, at the time of closing a particular shift, you want to know the entire story about what's happened, how many people reported with a 1 minute delay, 2 minutes delay, okay, how many components, where the machine stuck, for how many minutes the machine was not productive, Okay, all those data you can get it on your mobile, or you can get it on your email. So even in you take it Sun Network in Tamil Nadu, okay, Sun Network is having a spread over. Sun Network also using such type of business intelligence tools, because whatever the money collected, even Dinagaran maybe a subscription from a customer, that will be routed. So again, it will be connected with the main database. Automatically, it will be updated and that other thing. So there are many advantages that's emerging nowadays. Yeah, while you are going for a tool, what are the benefits? I think this is more very important one. The benefits of business intelligence tools. We have a lot of benefits, as already told you. They bring together all relevant data. So this is okay. When you do something, when you have a databases, the problem is one is the standardization of databases and the heterogeneous factors what you use in the database is the biggest problem. Okay, if you want to identify the homogeneous data and grouping it, this also very toughest one, because data format may be varying from one file to another file. So here, irrespective of company size, maybe a small company, a medium or large scale company, will collect data from different sources. Maybe from, as I just now I told you, okay, the ERPs, the CRMs, and the flat files, databases, and APIs, and much more. Okay, and sometimes we'll be collecting it from the portals too. Here, you have to obtain high level of data intelligence to be able to manage all those sources to develop better understanding of the collected information. Say, for example, I want to know something about what is the COVID-19 impact on my particular product. I may be having one particular product which is I have market in Pan India. So I want to know the status after the COVID-19. What was the behavioral modification among the people, and what was the negative impact resulted in in the form of demand or consumption pattern. So you can very much collect, you can integrate with the business intelligence tool. Okay, you can get a lot of inviting into that. And through self-service analytics, as I already told you, it's having an ability to generate independent reporting. If you want to get a reporting, every monthly report, so the monthly report, say for example, you are getting it for the month of April 2020. If you want to compare the same data with earlier year, April 2019, April 2018, likewise, you can have a comparative thing also. That's also possible. The companies equipped with modern business intelligence softwares. Maybe the initial investment is going to be a little bit higher. There are hundreds of business intelligence softwares available. So you can buy it, okay, which is suit for you, and particularly okay, you'll be considering the subsequent services where you're going to get it from that company. So all companies are equipped with modern business intelligence software that will enable him or had to explore the data on their own. So again, the simple thing, the self-service business intelligence approach, that's already the accessibility and the data analytical skills alone required from the person who is having an access to that. Okay, so moving forward to the benefits of intelligence thing, user can take advantage of predictions. Yeah, the business intelligence need predictions. Because you take simple example, you take it before COVID and after COVID. It will be very difficult to do that. You take best example, I can tell you, educational institutions, when they're going to reopen, how the student accessibility is going to be, how many admissions you are going to get, whether we'll get admissions from the outside of, say, we take Coimbatore. If you are going to get earlier we used to get a lot of admissions from other areas too. Irodu, Salem, Namakkal, Madurai, Dindikkal, Tirunelveli. Whether now the parents, how the mindset is going to be, whether they send their word to Coimbatore, like a lot of things will happen. So I'm talking about for better understanding. I'm telling you. Whereas in the case of business or any manufacturing company, they'll have lots of thing on that. And the new job portfolio is known as data scientist. Please remember, this is going to be after 5 years, 10 years, data analyst and data scientist. And the plenty of programs are available, particularly the IIMs, IITs are conducting many programs on data scientists and data analysts. So you can look into such type of programs. You can go. You'll get a lot of innovating ideas because most of the innovative practices are emerging in India, whereas it is taken to some other countries. They are making it very popular. Likewise, the data scientists, analysts are also basically originated from India. But now other countries, because of their better implementation and other things, they're able to get a lot of credit out of it. Again, what kind of thing, predictions or the implications you are going to get it out of it. So business condition changes. Maybe after COVID-19, okay, the entire world supply chain is disrupted now because China, because of China, okay, it's a manufacturing hub for the entire world. There are a lot of distractions in the supply and other things. Likewise, intelligent data alerts safeguard. Okay, then again, there are other things also. If you want to discover the new trends and the pattern that will enable you to react immediately. So, what kind of because the market is dynamic now. Earlier, only after 10 years, 20 years, a lot of changes will be happening. Nowadays, every day it's a dynamic, like mobile technology. Every day, new technologies introduced. There are a lot of changes and challenges also occurring. Coming to the other thing, they eliminate the manual task. Yes, it minimize the man hours too. They reduce the business costs too. Because, everything is supported with the software. You can utilize it, you can plan, you can analyze reports. You can get it with a single stroke of your key. And again, as I already told you, the reporting is one of the best outcome you're going to get it. Again, instant, and you can get any type of reporting, tailor-made reporting, which will be more benefit to you, reduce the cost and increase in the revenue. And again, the business intelligence services is not like a time-bounded 10 to 1, 10 to 4, not like that. They are constantly at your service, 24 into 7, 365 days in a year. So this is a simple thing. Okay, you must look into that. Again, you look into that. Say, for example, the software as a service model offered by the tool will provide a full SaaS, business intelligence experience, with all the data hosted in a secure online environment. The SaaS is the best example. You can take it. And business intelligence benefits, as we already discussed, irrespective of company size, they're able to have a control over the data. So you can utilize for a database, whatever the thing we're having it, you can utilize it for making business intelligence decisions. Yeah. This is the maturity levels. Okay, it's starting from the first level. What kind of different levels of implementation to achieve the maturity level? The first one, unorganized. That's called level 1. Okay. Here, the simple thing. Okay, needed data report. That's a heavy use of localized spreadsheet file. You may be using some Excel sheet, some data formats. Everything it may be a manual, stop driven, single point of failure. All those things, of which is coming under unorganized. Okay, when you come to the second level, which is known as operational reports, use data from transactional systems. Operational data reporting. Say, for example, manufacturing process 1, process 2, process 3. Process 1, what type of input given and output taken. Process 2, how many units you are given and everything. All the thing operational reports. And when it is going to the little above executive level reports, we used to say. Okay, here it's known as the rich content will be there. Reports what happened, bring a better insight using the charts, dialog box, and the other thing. So it is known as, which is coming under the dashboard driven. Okay, it will be blinking it. Okay, you can easily understand the thing. Self-service analysis. Okay, once you look into that, what has happened correctly, what was not happened, where is the gap, how to look into that. Self-services. Data-driven prediction. This is an advanced one. Because up to third level, no issue, and the fourth level, self-service analysis. Fourth level is known as data-driven predictions. Here you'll go for advanced predictive analysis. Here you'll utilize the big data capabilities. So again, look into that. You are able to predict here. Data-driven predictions, which will help you to predict the features too. And when you come to the sixth level, the actionable insights. Okay, here it's very often it's very difficult to make a predictive thing, but you have predictive analysis results and executive decision based on the predictions. The top level management, they're able to play a best role with that. So there are different transformation the company has to make it. So again, a cost is also involved in getting all those things in the practical. Yes. Put it in a very simple, practically implementable, feasible way. Okay, you can make the business intelligence cases into 4 different segments. One is descriptive. Second one, diagnostic. And third one, predictive and prescriptive. What kind of things are going to come out? Descriptive. Okay, you'll be requiring reports, the management reports and dashboards used to describe the dimension and measurement of any aspect of business, enabling users to report the goals and the actual values of any metrics. If you have metrics, okay, again, it's kind of comparative actuals with the goals. Diagnostic, yes. Here, it'll be more analytical using the tool provided to mine the data in the desired way. Data mining will be doing it, so it will be a part of diagnostic. Again, predictive. Here, an organization become more mature in diagnostic analysis. They become more capable of identifying the root cause for any metrics data variant. Suppose any change has occurred, okay, any negative impact has created, you can easily measure with the help of metric data variance analysis. Okay, variance is nothing but the deviation from the goal or actual body of thing. And again, leading indicators which will decide your business results, maybe a production data, maybe a marketing, sales prediction data, all those things, profit earning ability, all those may be leading indicators. They'll be coming under here. And there are a few maturity model which are practiced by many companies. And based on that, there are a few models available. Maturity model. I have taken 2 maturity models. This is what you are seeing it. It's Logi Analytics maturity model. This model suggested. You can see the diagram will tell you the entire thing. One is standalone analytics application. So standalone, what do you do? Standalone analytics live in a separate solution from users' primary application, which is known as standalone. And second one is talking about adding security integration, which will be a bolt-on analytics. Inline analytics, again, adding user interface. If you add a user interface, automatically, okay, it's inline analytics. Infused, adding workflow integration, so there'll be a part of infused analytics. And Genius Analytics, which is embedded and themed self-service capabilities integrated into primary applications. So here you can see the right side, you can see the green letter word. The first primary, okay, start with the data, okay, which is very much available in a standalone analytics application in all the cases. And when you focus, adding security integration, okay, you'll be focusing security. So second level will be covering the security. Likewise, it's climbing a fourth one, right back and workflow. And in last stage, the final one, you have a self-service also to support with that. Likewise, there are another maturity model, Optimal B maturity model. You can see the colors will tell you the entire story. See here, the block boxes represent different ways of making decisions. Yes, instinct, intuition, insight, prediction, optimization. Optimum is nothing but a maximum utilization of resources. What is optimum production? Say your machine is able to produce 100 units per day. If you're able to get 100 units from that machine, that's known as optimum. So we used to, very often we used to say optimum utilization of resources. Okay, let it be. So the block boxes represent here different ways of making a decision. So here the better business decisions you will make. Say for example, if you climb up in the ladder, better distinctions. Instinct, okay, again no data, whereas in all the other thing, intuition, insight, prediction, optimization, everything needed, the data needs. Whereas if you go for higher level of decision making, whereas you need the insight or a prediction, we have talked about on the optimization, okay, you need an analytics. Whereas the reports and KPIs, with the help of that one, you can make intuition and insight. So decision making based on instinct is basically data free. As I already told you, if you add little bit of data, okay, you can see the blue color portion which is mentioned. We can make a better decision by moving to intuition. So that's a thing. So the data quality is also very much needed to adopt any business intelligence. So the another concept you must know, democratization of data. So democratization is the ability for information in a digital format be accessible on average end user. So accessibility. Suppose if you store anything on any database, you must be in a position to access to that. So for that, the digital format is very much needed. Whatever may be the data you have, it should be transformed to the digital format, which will be accessible to the average end user. Even normal person must be in a position to have an access to that. Okay, again, it empowers individual at all levels of ownership, respective to use the data in the day-to-day decision-making process. So this is also another term, you must know it. So how business intelligence helps? Okay, again, if you have any query, okay, related to any business or something like that, fast answers to any business query. Suppose any person is calling, know something about your product or the service, immediately you can reply. Enables real-time analysis with quick navigation. Identify selling opportunity. That's also possible. Better decision-making process by eliminating during the guesswork. You can remove the idle time. Okay, you can go for optimization in every segment. Know your business with key market reports and integrating budgeting and planning process to centralize application by which you can reduce the cost and you can have better control over the cost. And implementation, when it is coming to the building a successful business intelligence strategy, because it involves technology, it involves infrastructure investments related to IT platforms sophisticated, integration is required, and high speed of internet connectivity, and needed a lot of personal identification devices and everything. These are all the costs involved, but you will get a maximum benefit out of it. So again, when you talk about business intelligence strategy, okay, it's a kind of blueprint that enables business to measure their performance, find competitive advantage, and use data mining and statistics to steer the business towards. Okay, every company has been generating data for a while now. So the question is, what are you doing with it? How are you utilizing it? What kind of benefit you are going to do with it? There is a 5 steps strategy which is mentioned here. First one, find out where you are. So you will know where to go. So what's your stand now? What is your business potential now? Market share, how much you have, manufacturing capacity, okay, how many employees there, all the things. So only thing is where you stand. Your potential may be 120 units per day. Where I want to go, because the optimum capacity may be 200. So this very simple thing, go-to approach for analytics that feeds well into business intelligence strategy is evaluation of analytics. Sure. Okay, originating with it's originated from Gartner. You can find lots of input from that. Okay, we used to say the cognitive analytics. You can see the diagram, which will give you a clear-cut idea about this. Okay, again, look into the starting from the descriptive analytics. What happened? Okay, well, in research, usually we used to collect the data and go for a descriptive analysis. What happened? Okay, we'll be taking sales increase by 10%. Okay, in the employee turnover, it's selling at 12%. Likewise, we used to do a research for it. What happened? That will be coming under descriptive analytics. Okay, this one we had it in the steps also. So diagnostic analysis, why did it happen? Okay, you'll be identifying certain things also. So whereas you will be using diagnostic, will be using the multivariate analysis, forecasting, regression analysis, and the other thing. So what will happen? So that's called about predictive. Okay, where we'll be using heuristics, rule engines. We used to say, okay, we'll be using it even multivariate, and we'll be going for predictive modeling also, and pattern matching. That's also will be useful in predictive analytics. Whereas if you go for advanced analytics, the first one, operational analytics, the descriptive and diagnostic analytics are coming under operational analytics. Whereas the predictive and prescriptive analytics, so they are called as advanced analytics, where they'll be using neural networks. I think it's very popular. Simulation. Okay, simulation is again a very popular one, and graph analytics will be using it. All those things. Okay, they'll be used there in there. So put in very simple way, imperative level is should be one of the much more better one, because when you go for long term perspective, so you must improve the overall quality of an organization with a better decision making. So the analytics, these are the very simple things. So you must focus on predictive analytics and prescriptive analytics. And second one, plan your objectives and map the supporting data. Do you want to be more efficient? Find the bottleneck of R&D, how much money you are spending, how many qualified people are working, what is the outcome of R&D? Are you able to get a lot of patent copyrights, that's called intellectual property rights out of it? Share knowledge with customers, add value to the solutions. So these are the a few fundamental things, okay, you must look into that. This is coming under the second stage, which will be assisting to plan your goals and the third thing. And third one, define how the data will be shared. If a common man have an accessibility to the data, that's called, we used to say, the term citizen data scientist. Okay, we used to say. Because, some of the company, they'll give an authority for the end users with interactive dashboards. They'll have an accessibility to the data and the other thing. That's called citizen data scientist. And a centralized approach, there are two release on the solution, two release. One is the centralized, decentralized approach. Anybody can access to the centralized, only limited accessibility to that. Deliver your solution and focus your effort. That's also a very, 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 very important one. So here, how will you deliver the solution to your end users or any entire company? And naturally, if you take it, the decision making, how the decision making is based on how will you share the data. So in centralized approach, just now we discussed where the user has no room for adjustments. So the down part people, they cannot have any, they'll be having a restrictive access, though they have access under the thing, they cannot make any changes in the data. Likewise, there are certain restrictions also available. In decentralized solution, you may want to do short release of cycle, asking for feedback on each release, and incorporate the feedback into the next release, and the other thing you can do. You can do updations from the bottom level end users. And this is very important. Find the roadblocks, okay, where you find it difficult, and the other thing. Okay, here one fundamental identity you must be able to create. Thing data can be stored in a database or may even be located with a third-party vendor. Okay, we used to say cloud. I think now Alibaba.com now Teringa started a cloud, exactly supporting to store more amount of data, because you may find it difficult to do that. It's a cloud, under cloud storage, you can do that. So you'll be using some other space for storing data. If you are outsourcing HR services to the company that's managing a hiring pipeline, so or if you have cloud-based services providers like Marketo, this very popular cloud for managing marketing campaigns, and QuickBooks for financial services here. That's again another popular brand. Then you will need to plan how to connect the data, about the structure in order to use them very properly and effectively. And now this is an integrated slide. Okay, this is an integrated slide which will tell you the entire story about the technologies and initiative strategies for business intelligence. Okay. See, there are many things, many concepts we have learned today: dashboard, reporting, data integration, advanced visualization, which is the later part, end user, the self-service, data warehousing, data discovery, data storytelling, data mining, advanced integration with operational, governance, data catalog, enterprise planning, budgeting, sales planning, collaborative support for groups, mobile device support, general data production software. There are many other things also mentioned here. Video analytics, edge computing, Internet of Things, IoTs, complex event processing, open source software, social media analysis. This also become very popular nowadays. And packaged vertical and functional, natural language analytics, text analytics, streaming data analytics, cognitive, there is artificial thing, and then cognitive business intelligence, artificial intelligence, big data, Hadoop, I think we'll be knowing it, and IT analytics, search-based interface, in-memory analysis, location intelligence analytics. There are many things are also emerging. So it's increasing over last year. Almost all blue dotted areas are increasing every year. and decreasing part, the green portion is decreasing. Okay, so the visual impact, what we are seeing it from that, the business intelligence and the other related concepts. Okay, business intelligence, artificial intelligence, machine learning. Okay, data analytics. They are going to rule the world for the next 10 to 15 years. Now, actually, earlier the human role is huge. Okay, human role is huge. Now, automatically, machines are taking the opportunity. I mean, the machines are doing wonderfully well at the cost of human opportunities. So, human may not have much more opportunity to think and decide with that, because people are saying that introduction of these type of emerging new techno-friendly business intelligence and other things may reduce the manpower. So that's one side, but on the other side, cost effectiveness and other things also not a giving lot of benefits for it. So go big, go data. So this digital transformation of the business must happen regardless of the industry, product, or the service. You must develop a data strategy that will drive your business forward. So you cannot wait for it, irrespective of company size, small, medium, and large. You must go for making a digital transformation within your organization. Then only survival will be very easy. Because
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Is there any queries? Participants, we request you to ask any queries if you have. Do you have any queries, participants? Thank you, sir. I am really privileged to propose the vote of thanks. I want to state that we are all very glad to have the speaker, Dr. Karapasamy Ramanathan, sir, on this day. We thank you for being with us this morning. I would also like to thank our college management, our principal, Dr. R. Rajkumar, and our staff members for granting permission and making this session to happen. Last but not least, I would like to thank all the participants for attending this session. Thank you all. Thank you, sir. Thank you, participants. Thank you for your support. The participants will receive the certificate soon through by your email address. Thank you so much.